There is a very dangerous MAGA lady that almost no one knows about and almost nobody is talking about. I want to make an effort to shine a light in areas where there is darkness and there should be light. And one of those areas is a very innocuous and innocent seeming woman who is extremely dangerous in our country right now. People like Stephen Miller, J.D. Vance, Caroline Leavitt, Trump himself, they get a lot of media attention and they deserve it. But there are also people under the radar who are doing and trying to do horrible things. One of those people is Katherine Boyle. Boyle is a general partner at the venture capital firm Andreessen Horowitz. She launched something called the American Dynamism Fund with $600 million. Sounds good, right? I mean, dynamism, being dynamic, that's good. Who could be against that? Well, look beneath the hood at what that is. They are looking at companies doing defense, energy, education, manufacturing. All right, well, that's not definitely bad, right? I mean, the devil is in the details. And it turns out that Katherine Boyle is sort of a 21st century Phyllis Schlafly, the deceased social conservative stalwart, who, by the way, was once on this show. You can check out my interview with Phyllis Schlafly when she was still alive. Boyle is a good friend of Vice President J.D. Vance. And she has essentially become what the New York Times calls a conduit to the Trump administration for Silicon Valley and the tech world. Much of the horrible connection that we're seeing between Trump and Silicon Valley is thanks to Katherine Boyle. That concept of patriotic investing, which we're hearing so much about, which, by the way, is basically a form of government interference in the free market, which they told us they were against. That patriotic investing concept comes from Boyle herself. In a speech to the Conservative American Enterprise Institute last year, she said, "We are living in an age of mimetic power and mimetic war. Meme it and we will be it." She put out on X a really nasty excretion after the death of Charlie Kirk, where she said, quote, "We're entering an era of the martyr. Martyrs for Christ, martyrs for country, martyrs for the truth. Little children slaughtered while praying in mass, a young father assassinated while debating on a college campus. I keep coming back to what Chesterton said about courage. Courage is almost a contradiction in terms. It means a strong desire to live, taking the form of a willingness to die. Those are the stakes now. These monsters think they're quieting the good, but they're doing the opposite. They're creating warriors and they will reap the whirlwind. Dark, dystopian, and this is someone who has more and more power right now. She's endorsed Trump's military strikes on drug cartels, saying destroy them all. And the connections here run really deep. Remember Bari Weiss, who launched the Free Press, now purchased by Paramount? She's been made the CBS News chief. You know who's on the board of the Free Press? Katherine Boyle. Boyle is this new kind of influence peddler for the right wing, pushing some of the most reactionary and dangerous stuff out there. These folks want to be under the radar. You know, it's critical to understand. Trump wants attention. He loves the spotlight. There are smarter people, more competent people involved in MAGA who are not in the spotlight. They want to be under the radar. Boyle is one of them. And when you dig deeper, who does Boyle credit for helping her career? It happens to be Peter Thiel, the Silicon Valley billionaire, friend of J.D. Vance's, who, if Vance becomes the chief to the heir to the MAGA throne, will have a huge influence. We've got to keep an eye on this movement and Boyle herself, and I'll be telling you about others who are equally dangerous.